Hey, AfterBuzzers, we're here talking Project Runway All Stars, Season 6, Episode 9, posing on the red carpet, and we're going to be getting into the winner, Anthony, and the losing look from Joshua, and all the gossip that's going on around today about all the things he's saying about the Project Runway judges. Stick around!
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Buzz. Hey guys. We're totally an hour late tonight. Sorry about that. It's just some technical difficulties in the studio. But we're actually really, really excited about the show tonight. I want to introduce to you guys our awesome panel. Down here we've got Mayte Carrillo.
Hey guys, you can find me everywhere at Mayte Carrillo _
And Michelle Uberreste.
Hey guys.
And second week in a row, we've got Dan Babic.
Hello. Unfortunately, I felt so bad, but the other co-host was in a car crash. So I'm like, oh, that sucks, but can I fill in and take her job for the day?
Yes.
She's okay, so she's on the
Yeah,
menu.
Hannah's in a little fender bender, but she's going to be just fine,
Yeah.
and I'm sure you guys will be seeing her next week with us. So, you guys, the looks tonight. We were a little more happy, right?
Yes.
No one got a 4-star for me. It stopped at 3, but it was a little better than last week, I think.
I think
Really?
it's been the best episode thus far when it comes to their
Yeah, I agree.
designs. I mean, you don't think so?
No. I'm
No.
still really underwhelmed. Yeah.
Do you know what? I think it was the first time that I actually got my passion back for the show this season.
Yeah?
It was the first
Yeah.
time, I think it's Zach Posen, just because he is who he is, he's my idol.
Yeah.
I always say I've got a little crush on Zach Posen, a little crush on Georgina, and it just brought some new life into it. And I felt like we all kind of felt that energy with him and being in the showroom. But I wasn't overly impressed, but I saw the fire back in the designer's eyes.
You know what, too? They changed the rules around. So they were able to mentor one another, which I feel like that's something that they should do every single episode. Like, it shouldn't be just a one-time thing. Because it just made it more interesting to me. And the shade that was being thrown, and just seeing their reactions, and
I don't like it because you kind of can't tell if you're getting good feedback or
But that's
not.
what makes TV.
That's the strategic part of it, though. And then do you take it or do you don't take it?
Yeah.
It's like you can totally set
That's
somebody
not
up.
part of the
and-
game for me. I want to see good fashion. I don't care about the drama.
oh, I do.
I mean,
I
I want to.
drama, yes.
I
I mean, I don't mind indulging in a little bit of it, but my main thing is the outfit and how it comes out.
I agree.
But-
That's the first part of it. But, I mean, a little actual real drama between designers is interesting, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know, I'm one of those ones like where it takes a village, we're all in there as a team. So I like to see how people's true nature come out.
Yeah.
Because I always think, well,
Yeah.
just like you should help people, and that's just what you should do. You just like it just. Like, I wouldn't throw, even though I'm a shady person, I would never try and encourage someone to do something that's disgusting. I would try and help
Right.
them.
Well,
'Cause
you also worked on a show like this, so you know,
Yeah.
you don't want to do that to somebody.
No, I just think it's, I don't know.
Helen did.
Yeah, but that's how
But I feel like Helen was actually giving constructive criticism to him, and she was actually
No, she
being
wasn't.
honest about it.
She was
I
like,
think if
cut
she
it
would've-
short, and every one of you guys were like, oh, it looks awful short.
But he did it.
I know.
Yeah, and he
didn't
did it,
win.
and but she was safe. So.
Well,
she's gotta
anyways,
do
we'll get into
something.
all that in a little bit. And I'm your lead host for tonight, Michael Shirley. The things that I think we should also probably want to tease this a little bit for everybody. Joshua's been going off on social media on all the judges. And when you brought that up to me, I was thinking, well, I think he's probably going to be going home tonight. And that's probably, they've pre-seen everything. And they know when their last episode's going to be. And I think he timed this in a way that was just kind of makes him look like a sore loser.
It does.
Yeah.
And he's been on the show before, so it's like, do you not know how this works?
Right. Well, maybe he's not looking to be invited back for a second time on Project Runway All Stars.
But he got to have his clothes in Torrid, and he got plenty out of it too.
He did get things out of it. Yeah, for sure. But before we jump right into our looks, I want to tell you guys about an awesome podcast that our founder does here. Perfectly fitting for International Women's Day.
Oh, yeah.
So
Happy.
yeah. So, do you want to have fun, learn and grow in all areas of your life? For those who do, we have got a podcast for you. Conversations with Maria Menounos. Podcast edition is hosted by our AfterBuzz TV founder, Maria Menounos, and drops every Friday on iTunes. Conversations with Maria Menounos features celebrity and influencer interviews along with secrets and tips on how to be better in all aspects of life, from health and wellness to career and relationships, finances, and more. Let our Maria be the big sister you never had. Just go to iTunes and subscribe to Conversations with Maria Menounos for free. And be sure to rate and comment. And when you do, let Maria know that it was Michael Shirley from the Project Runway All Stars after show that told me to go there. Conversations with Maria Menounos podcast edition. Check it out, you guys. Did you do anything special to celebrate Women's Day today?
I sure did.
What'd you do?
Well, I didn't do anything myself, but I sent a text out and I called a few people saying, Happy International Women's Day. Like, it's such a big deal.
Yeah.
And I know, and I was feeling so proud the entire day, and everyone at work was
Proud
like,
lady.
Happy Women's International Day. I was like, you too, right back at you. I felt like it was my birthday.
Well,
Yeah, all over again.
speaking of,
Yeah.
you just had a birthday
Yeah,
while you were gone
I
from
did,
us.
yes.
And
I turned 15.
you know me, I love a little present. So I've got
shut
you
up.
a little
The bag?
No,
Oh.
you can't have my Gucci bag. No, but I got you a
No,
Project
you
Runway
didn't.
Michael Kors
Aw,
inspired gift.
You did? Oh,
I
thank
did.
you. Can I open it or should we wait till
Yeah.
after the show?
No,
Okay. Okay, hold on. You tape this up real good.
It's just
So
one
this is
piece of
kind
tape.
Of like, okay. Oh my God! Oh,
thought
you
you'd
know
like it.
me, you guys. This is amazing. Look
Yeah,
at
it's
this.
like a snake pink heart. It's really rock and
I
roll. I thought you'd think
love-
of me, and I thought it would look really cute
Always.
on your Chloe bag.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh my
You
gosh,
already
the
know how I
price
love.
tag's on. I thought I got
we're
the
gonna,
other one.
We're gonna hide the price tag.
I know, now I feel really
Should I tell
gauche, but
people
I
what
ripped
it
it
is?
off the
Oh.
back. So I
Hundreds
told-
and hundreds
it's
of dollars.
$500.
$2,000, yeah.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
I
much.
thought it would be perfect place to give it
Yes,
to you
this is the
since
best.
Michael Kors is totally in the Project Runway
Yes,
family.
I love this.
I
Thank
hope you
you.
really enjoy it. All right, you guys. So
Thank you.
tonight, the designers had to create a red carpet dress showcasing their style or technique that is like, so that when they walk down the carpet, that the judges would know automatically who that was. And drum roll, please. The winner got to design an outfit for a Lifetime movie star.
Haley Duff.
Ooh.
Who could that be?
I like how they like won't say
Yeah.
because they like don't know who they're gonna like have him dress yet. But Anthony did win that challenge today.
Which I looked it up too on his Twitter and Instagram to see if he would post a picture of the celebrity that he dressed, and it was like nowhere to be found. So he
Yeah.
hasn't
It
posted
might
anything.
it might not have happened yet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I hate that
But,
though.
like-
I feel like it needs to be timely. No one's gonna be like 3 weeks from now, like, oh, I wonder what
Let's
happened
be
to that.
real.
Like, we don't remember.
Lifetime movies have a connotation to them. You know, like people love them because they're just kind of campy, kind of like extreme, like middle
Trash.
America,
Yeah.
Yes.
trashy a little
I
bit.
love
And
them.
we I think we cover them here too. I mean, there's
Yeah.
a big fan base
I
for
love
them. But I mean, it's not like you're dressing like,
For the Oscars.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a Jennifer Lawrence or
It's probably going to be like a Candace Cameron Bure, or however you say her name, you know, that Full House woman.
Oh,
It'll probably be
yeah.
someone
No,
like
I
her.
always say
Candy?
like Haley Duff, like a Haley Duff.
That's,
Yeah.
Yeah, like
that's
a Haley Duff.
that's
Haley
his,
Duff,
his
yeah.
go-to family, the Duff
The
family.
Duff family. Yeah. Hi, Susan.
But for this challenge, they had a little something special. They didn't go to Mood Fabrics as they usually do. They went to Tour Zach Posen's atelier and were allowed to choose fabrics. Not allowed. We're asked only to use fabrics that he had in his like warehouse of designs. All kinds of stuff, laces and silks and a lot of stuff you wouldn't find everywhere. But I was really shocked that the fact that he did give them this huge catalog of fabrics and stuff to look at, they're all doing like red, pink, orange dresses. Like,
Red, all red.
I think
yeah.
we saw like 2/3 of the red carpet tonight was in
All
like the
red.
same color family.
Yep.
And I don't know if this just because I used to do red carpet reporting, and I see, you know, like just the people coming one after the other. The red really doesn't stand out on a red carpet. It's like you're part of the red carpet. It's
Yeah.
like it's swallowing you. So I don't really understand why the designers chose that for a red carpet challenge. Like any other color will stand out more, like even white.
It's so funny, when I think of red carpet, I think of a red dress. And I think it's that Pretty Woman, Julia Roberts moment in that red dress, but I think there's nothing more stunning than a beautiful red dress.
Oh, that was a gorgeous red dress.
Yes. And I kind of get it, but you're right. But nothing I think is more beautiful than the perfect red dress.
Well, the winner tonight, you know, Anthony, his dress was like a bright blue, and it really stood out. And I think the color of the dress probably helped in his favor a lot. I mean, although the runway's not red, you know, you're still looking at it, imagining it on a red carpet.
But when you're in a competition and you see that everyone is choosing kind of similar tones, you want to switch it up.
Yeah.
And you want to be like, no, okay, I get it. That fabric might be gorgeous, but I'm going to choose a different color or a different
to
pattern.
stand out, yeah.
Right? Because
Right.
it's what the competition is all about.
Well, let's get... Oh, before we get right into it, the designers also were mentoring each other this week, which was fine for us because we're not big Anne fans.
I like how they're just like, Anne's gone this week, so we're
like,
not going to hire a
yes!
replacement.
No,
We're just going to
all-
let the
They
designers...
seemed excited that she was gone.
We were excited too.
Maybe
I mean,
Anne
as
was
we've
too.
talked about, we're not quite... We don't think that Anne quite gives them what Tim gives them. So it wasn't really a
but
bummer.
it's a
She's
hard
not
act to follow.
invested.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
It
it's
is,
Tim
it
Gunn.
is.
And like, do you know what I mean? That's the Bible talking to you, baby. Like, how do you follow that, Annie? I don't
He's
think
just
so.
so invested in the contestants,
Yeah.
whereas I think she's like, I gotta go
Check
do this.
out.
You know, like, I
Yeah.
gotta do this every day for 2 weeks.
I
Like,
can just imagine her like calling in sick, like, I can't
I
make
think
it
that's
this
what
week,
happened
guys.
today.
Yeah, I'm sick. Yeah.
Yeah, that happened today, I think.
Yeah.
And the way they chose this was with a button bag challenge, which we all like. We've been seeing that since the beginning days of Project Runway. And they were only given one day. And we saw a lot of designers bit off more than they could chew. Maybe like Joshua, who... Oh, well, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
a
See, I
little bit.
think
So
that was
let's-
really unfortunate. I feel like for a red carpet challenge, you're making a gown. If they would have just even given them like half more day,
Yeah, I
they
agree.
would have gotten way better designs.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
10 hours is not enough. But
I
it's All Stars.
felt
so.
like the sewing, the tailoring on everyone's outfits kind of suffered a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
I
Well,
you
couldn't
also
really find anything that
strategize,
was
though.
perfect.
You're like, I have 10 hours. I'm not going to try and
Right.
do anything amazing because I won't even have a finished garment. So then no one even tries.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Well, first up, we have Stanley, and he was showcasing tailoring. The first of many red dresses. I think it's probably best to be the first one.
I thought it was kind of orange, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looked like it was like an orange tone.
They're all
a
in
mixture
this,
between
they're
orange
in like
and
this
red.
family.
Right.
Yeah. Orangish, pinkish, reds. We had several of those going on. It looks a little lighter on this screen than it did when we were watching it. I found it a little Jessica McClintock, like mall prom store, but it's
90s.
pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the top. I actually don't mind the two straps at the top. I feel
I
like
felt
that
that
gives
looked
it.
cheap, like very like juniors department kind of.
I actually liked it, and I was a fan of this color when I saw it come out. I was like, this color is just amazing. That's all I could stare at. And then when she started walking, I noticed how short it was at the bottom, and I
That's
just
something
didn't
Helen
like
did
it.
to undercut him. A piece of advice he gave, and she alluded to the fact that it wasn't good advice.
Yeah. But overall, I feel like he could have done better, and it was like, meh, it was okay. One day challenge.
I gave it
Yes.
3 stars. Definition of okay.
Oh, I gave it
like,
2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I think it was better than you guys think it was, just because I see all the tailoring that did go into it.
I think it was the
shape.
best made
It was
dress.
well executed. So when it came out, it looked almost perfect compared to some of the other dresses that had no hems, bunchy. I mean, like, if he wanted to go for this tailoring and structure,
fit her
like
very
he
well.
hit it nail on the,
It did.
nail on the head.
It's funny because
So-
we always agree. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
I think they're being a bit too harsh.
Yeah.
But I noticed that as soon as I walked down, I was like, I know what he's done. He's gone, I like the colour. It pops straight away, I think, against the model's skin tone. That is the perfect colour. But thought expensive. and refined. I didn't like that it didn't hit the bottom, but I really, really liked it.
Well, I like what Alyssa said too. She's like, this lets the woman still speak without the gown taking over her personality. And on this model, it's like the perfect dress for her.
This
because
is
it
where
looks
your
gorgeous
skin
on
and
her.
your hair is going to be the star. of
But
this
if she
look,
would have had
for
another
sure.
Yeah.
model, then I might have thought different.
Totally, but
Possibly. Yeah. I didn't actually have a problem with the length of it. I know you guys
I
wanted
did,
it to
yeah.
be longer. It didn't bother me. But yeah,
I think for a
it's just-
full gown, it has to be like long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go big or go home.
Yeah.
Olga on our live chat says the top and bottom were 2 different colors. I think it's a very safe dress.
I
Remember?
don't think so,
She
but
said-
maybe.
She says, yeah. She's like, I think it's a very safe dress. Remember when they used to designers who played it safe?
Yes.
So this is I feel like a dress.
Well,
that's
did
just
any of
pretty
y'all
safe.
give this higher than 3 stars?
I actually gave it 3.5 stars.
Oh,
In
okay.
the spectrum, because I'm someone that really appreciates something that's well made.
What about you, Michelle?
so
you really
that's-
liked the way it was
that's-
made.
Yeah, that's what they were judging on the technique, and his technique was the best, in my opinion.
I gave it a 4. I'm not totally sure.
Why?
Yeah.
You're not
Like,
sure why?
Because I feel like compared to everything else,
Yeah.
it was really well done and it's stunning, and you could put it on a celebrity right now and it could walk the red
Like
carpet.
Lupita Nyong'o.
Yeah, and
yeah.
it just
yeah. Oh, she's
Yeah.
amazing
Yeah,
with
she
on
would
the
look
color.
very
right
nice,
on the right
very
person.
pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, the other one, a lot of the other stuff, it just looks like amateur hour to me.
Yeah, and even like we're not doing it now, but Anthony's that one. It didn't. I could see the design and how incredible it could be, but it didn't. It was
Wasn't-
down a red carpet. It hasn't been made by Zach Posen,
Right.
Because it hasn't. It's not that
I think
level
if
of
any
execution.
of them felt the most Zach Pose, then it's this dress for sure.
Well, and Stanley's he's I think light years ahead of everyone else construction wise.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
it comes that easy to him, but
I
it's
think
just it's
Marlene
obvious.
needs to hang out with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like
Yeah.
be his like understudy
Yeah.
for a while. I think she'd have a bright future.
Yeah.
She just needs a.
be
But
her
we
mentor.
don't even need to talk about her. She's old news.
Long gone.
Next up, we have Helen, who had an attitude as usual this week. And she was specializing in corsetry, which I found very strange given the outfit we were given. I would never have thought that that is what she's showcasing in this.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's supposed to look like that or not.
The midsection
Just
or just everything together.
like half of the dress, I'm not sure if it's supposed to look like that or not. Michelle said that it would have to be like that because it's so terrible that you couldn't
There's
make a
a
mistake.
lot of gathering. I feel like
Yeah.
it has to be
It's very,
intentional,
very,
but it
very
makes no
wrinkled.
sense. Yeah.
I don't get where the corset.
I mean, there is like kind of a
Element is-
line of differentiation of red. It looks like she's using two to kind of separate under the bust and at the waist, but it's
I
not.
do like the only thing I do like about it is actually the two-tone of red that comes down. I actually like that part of it, which has got nothing to do with the corset. But aside from that, I get where she was going with it, but not in the sense of the corset. I get the design, but I don't understand the corset element, and it's the gathering and the bunching up around the stomach has all sorts of problems with me. So I think it was a very weak design.
I gave it 1 star because, like I said, I don't know really what I'm looking at, and if that's how it's supposed to look, I hate it. So
I gave it 1. I gave it
I
1
gave
star.
it a 1 star too.
I gave it 2.
Oh, you're the
I
nice
just-
I'm the
one.
nice
Yeah.
one. Do you know what I think it is? Red carpets. That's why I do what I do. Is because
Okay.
of the red carpet gown. So
Yeah.
I just have a soft spot for the red carpet and the gown, the moment, and Zach Posen. So I'm extra nice today.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, this is my lane. I love red carpets. So
Yeah,
yeah,
your
yeah.
eyes lit up
My
when they
eyes
said
light
red
up.
carpet.
Yeah. So I'm like, I did all black today, and I'm like, usually my red carpet get up, and I was so disappointed that I decided to go all black today because I was like, the theme. I mean, that's what I was born for. I just think I love it. So I just am so excited. I'm extra nice.
Yeah, you're
I
way
think
too
black
nice.
looks good on a red carpet.
It does,
Yes.
but I don't know. I'm just it just feeds my soul, the red carpet.
Yeah.
Next, we have up my favorite look of the night, which I think you guys, any of you who've watched this show for a while, would probably be surprised.
Yeah,
this is
I'm
my favorite
surprised,
look because
yeah.
it is not something I would typically
Oh.
pick. But hey, we're grading on a curve here, y'all. Edmund was displaying his ruffle technique, and I thought that it was a very pretty rosette. Just not a huge fan of the lace bottom. I don't really like lace. It's just so dowdy to me. Using a Georgina word, she didn't like the bottom of the dress either. She wanted to see them stick with the top, one of the judges said she absolutely hated it.
Yeah.
Isaac Mizrahi said that he made the most gorgeous fabric, looked cheap. I felt like they really put him through the ringer on this. I gave it a 3. I thought it was like a good dress. Like, you definitely want to be really skinny if you're wearing that because it's not going to do you any favors.
Yeah.
I think what I forget which designer said it in her critiques. I think it was actually, it was one of the guys, but he said, "Who are you designing the dress for?"
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a lot of them miss the mark. Like, who is this for? Because I like the idea of the story, like Beauty and the Beast, Rose, but I don't think he thought about who is wearing this. And I think that's where they all miss the mark. They, who's intending to wear
I'd
this?
see like maybe a Georgina Chapman in like 10 years wearing that.
No.
No?
No. I don't see that.
No?
No.
No.
Maybe I just don't like her.
But you want to put her in this dress, yeah.
No, I mean, this is my favorite dress of the night. It's just,
I've been overdone as well with the ruffle.
Alyssa did have a point about the pillow, and I know the pillow she's talking about.
Yeah.
Like every like 40-year-old woman has one of those pillows on their bed.
This is something she would wear.
Alyssa?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It's true.
This is her style.
It is.
Completely. And
Does
there
she-
you go.
I didn't know she had a style, but okay.
I don't think she
Oh,
does.
right.
either.
I
I
thought
think
that's
this
why
was
she
something
got.
her stylist would choose for her
Yes.
to make it
And
better.
she
Yeah.
would not argue, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, that's I liked her a bit better tonight because I think what her strength is she has an empathy about it that sometimes comes out and a warmth being a mother. So
She
that's
is the
her lane.
nicest person.
She's
Yeah.
the
But I think you
sweetest,
have to
nicest
be
person. Yeah, but
when you're the host.
No, she's too
you
nice.
no.
Too nice.
No, I like. We saw more.
No.
We saw a bit of personality tonight, but that outfit again tonight when she walked on the runway.
Lord have
Overwhelming.
mercy.
Yeah.
Didn't like
No.
for her body figure she shouldn't be wearing that, and I am really disappointed in her stylist.
I think we need to start shooting her outfits and judging them too.
Or should she be on
Yeah.
the last one on our list every week?
Actually, that wouldn't be a bad
It
idea.
didn't look. Maybe
Yeah.
that'll be a fun little special segment we can add to the
Yes,
show.
a gorgeous person,
Yeah.
and just I like that we saw that more of her motherly, empathetic side again
All
tonight.
I could see was her butt when she was walking away, and those long butt pants.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't see
Those
that.
long mom
Yeah.
I
butt
didn't see that.
pants, and
Yeah.
she's wearing like a crop top with it.
Lord.
Well,
Well, for this, I was really excited in the beginning when they said ruffles. I'm like, ooh, that should be quite interesting. Like, I haven't
Yeah.
seen a challenge where someone's used ruffles before. But I just feel like this is just too big ruffles. Like, maybe if he would have dumbed it down a little bit more, then it kind of would have looked better. But the fabric choice as well would just
you
didn't
guys
add
might think
up.
I'm crazy, but I think that whole bottom bit should be like black silk.
No, this is now getting even uglier.
I think it would be better. Yeah, I think this is actually one of his more successful attempts at making a dress.
Oh, I
he
just hate
does
it.
the ruffles, but they're kind of all over the place. Like, this looks strategic to me. I just don't like the skirt. Like, it looks heavy and stiff, and I wish it was either really skinny or really huge, or like a different color, like you said.
Yeah.
And then it would have been better. But I don't
think that
it
color
was.
blocking might have been nice.
It would have been. I think it would have
No,
been
I
even too much
don't-
more.
Like-
Yeah,
More, just
I
it's too
can't
much.
do the
1/3,
black.
2/3?
Yeah.
No?
No,
No,
maybe
too
you want
much.
to.
That-
No.
Or
All
if he would
right.
have taken like the edges and done a different treatment
Just
to it.
deconstruct the entire
Yeah.
thing.
I don't know.
And it's almost
Might
like
just wants them to start over.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I think I just like less is more, you know. And I think it almost makes me think of like a debutante dress, like the
Okay.
really fashion-forward person in the school who's
Yeah.
16. This
Yeah.
is what she would wear, but she's 16 and she's
Right.
in high school, so it might be fashion-forward for her debutante like
Yeah.
ball, but
But not.
Project
It's
Runway All Stars,
definitely a look at
red
me
carpet.
dress. For
But
sure.
how many times
Yeah.
have you seen like a rose dress? Like,
Yeah.
come on, it's been done.
Many times.
Yes.
Many
Next.
times.
Well, he's safe, so next
Yeah.
week we'll see what he comes
Yeah.
up with.
Yeah.
Remember
Um,
that show on MTV, just quickly? Next! Remember
I
this
do
coming out?
remember that show.
Next!
I
Yeah.
do.
That's how I feel about this. Next, when she comes out. Next!
Well, next up, we do have Anthony's dress, which won tonight, and I thought it was a really pretty color. I thought the back was really cool. Could we jump to the next picture? We have the back. If you guys can see, it's just, as
Yeah.
Georgina said, it looked like a brush stroke, just kind of like effortless, kind of like a natural swah.
Yeah.
And I think the back was really nice. But let's go back to the front. The front is just, it's all wrinkled up. Like, the stomach area is just not cute. It's like giving me fupa vibes. Do you know what that is?
No.
I don't, yeah, no. I don't. What is
think
that?
you made
Sounds
it up.
funny. I was like, that's why I said
Please explain.
fupa.
A fupa.
Should I look this up? I
Yeah.
mean,
Okay,
is
I
this
got
Urban
it, I got it,
Dictionary?
I got it.
or
What's
I
a
got
fupa?
it.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Yeah.
what? Fupa? It is.
A fupa. Yeah.
Okay, this is Urban Dictionary.
Sculpting
which,
is this.
when your anxious fat collects in your midsection to deliver nutrients to your vital organs more easily.
Oh, yeah, like an
A
hermaphrodite.
fat upper public area.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's a little
Well,
harsh.
public's not the right
Yeah.
word. This is a sculpting
Oh,
dress.
you're right.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
I have a problem with the stomach on this
Same.
dress a
I do.
lot.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
It
I-
like ruins all the greatness.
Yeah, and I think, see, time, more than 10 hours, if he had even 15 hours, it would be perfect. But that's why I was a little bit shocked when it actually won, because I get the design, probably the best design, but
Yeah.
his execution, to me, it's all about the overall look. And it's like, and
Yeah, but you can execute something perfectly and it's boring.
yeah, but
So then what's there?
I don't know, it's just like I think the red carpet is what I really appreciate is about the high quality, and Zach Posen as well, about the materials
Yeah.
that they used was the high quality, whereas it looks like a Zach Posen knockoff from, that you got online. I love the back though, love the black, but I just, I really love where he was going with it, but I just don't appreciate that it
Looks
does,
tortured.
Yeah, that it looks tortured, and that it is not effortless around the stomach area and doesn't fit
Yeah,
her
the
perfectly.
front looks a little unhappy.
But yeah, the
And
back's beautiful.
the top is basically like a straight up knockoff of his own self from last week, that Judy Jetson dress, which we did like, but we were like, oh, it's all wrinkled. So
Just a wrinkle in time.
it's basically like he just made that top part a full dress this week. So I don't know. I wasn't a fan of it. I gave it 2 stars.
I really liked this dress. I think it was one of my favorite of the night. And now that you guys are talking about all this stuff, it's like making me want to second guess it.
No, don't
because
second guess yourself.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like
It did win,
the
so-
back. Oh, the back. I mean, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
This is like a statement dress that once you see her walk by, and then you take like a double take, and you're like, "Whoa, that back is
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
everything."
But you can't sit down.
But you, yeah, no, you'd
Yeah.
be standing.
Like you should have a red carpet though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that midsection too, it's just not flattering, and I'm so disappointed. But I
Michelle?
do like, the
I gave it a
top.
3.
Yeah. I gave it a 3 as well. And do you
Yeah.
know what it is? No woman ever wants to look. And I mean, it's a beautiful dress, and I think once again, if you had 5 more hours, it would be perfect. But no woman ever wants to look bigger than she actually is, especially on a red carpet.
Yeah.
You always
So maybe
want to make
tighten
sure.
it up
I feel like
from
yeah.
the
I feel like
front.
It would make me very
the
self-conscious.
chest,
And that's
like,
model, yeah.
you got to make sure the chest is gonna work right. Like you don't want this to be off, or you don't want your tummy to be off. You can be a little more lazy and like.
No, but good on him for taking on a challenge. Like we got someone like Stanley that didn't really challenge himself as much, but
Yeah.
pulled off overall a better executed look, but went more simple with design.
Mhm.
Whereas he pushed the envelope and it wasn't perfect, but I think that was because of
It
time.
worked.
But it is ultimately a design competition,
It
not
is,
a
yeah.
seamstress competition.
Totally, yeah, I agree.
I
with
do
you.
think it's important, but for me, like, design's gonna trump the sewing unless it's just horrible.
Yeah, yeah.
This is
So,
hard
yeah.
to view the thing that
It is
they
sometimes.
they see this thing in their
Right,
head,
right.
So we're
But
not
I see it in
gonna-
his head, so I really appreciate it, and I give him a 3.
Well, let's move on to the losing look of tonight, Joshua's outfit. This got him sent home. I wrote trashy Miami red carpet. Colors
Oh my god, I wrote the same thing.
colors
Yeah.
are too similar that they clash in a bad, cheap way, and it's a strange top. That
Previously
top
on the
was
Real Housewives
so
of Miami.
strange, you know.
I think the top was the coolest part about
Really?
it. Yeah, the skirt really bothers me because it looks so sporty, the way the lines are, and then it's like a high-low. I hate it with the gold strappy sandals and like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Very cheap.
The top for me looked like they'd ripped it off their grandma's dress and like thrown it on top of a dress in the
that's
matching
word.
color.
I'm gonna wear this.
It just has it has that like that line, you know, like from the shoulder down to the opposite side, and it kind of draws your eye. And I think it's like I think the colors potentially could be really interesting, but Joshua has that really trashy hand to his design that just everything he touches is just so
Very
hoochy.
Miami.
Yeah.
Like bad Miami.
But I almost wish he would have gone like just go more trashy, because then I would actually recognize this as Joshua's work.
Yeah,
I would
No.
never guess like, oh, that's Josh. You know, like
well,
that's
pin
the
tuck.
point.
Like, did you know him for pin tucking? 'Cause
no,
that's what
I know
he's
him for like
showcasing.
weird bondage outfits.
Yeah.
Yeah, short dresses. Show me some skin. This does not show any skin.
said
Like
I
the Valley
hate
Shay,
that.
like the bondage dress.
Yeah.
That's what I think
I
it's,
know
yeah.
I hate. I've
Yeah.
said it before. Like I hate when people do like the bondage fashion, but like at least I would have known it was his.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is just like what is this even?
Yeah, he always makes the fuck me dresses.
Yeah,
like,
Which
you know,
they can work.
which like in work, which is so like,
No,
you know,
he makes the pay me and then fuck me dress.
pay me then
I
fuck
mean,
me,
whatever floats your boat.
Yeah.
You wear the dress, you own it. You
But
know?
he's had such more intricate, like he does a lot of detail and layers and different like,
Yeah,
and this
he
is
does.
just like I don't see. This
Yeah,
is
it's
like a
very
cheap
bland
version
for
of-
him.
Yeah.
I just think the time was not in his favor.
And it didn't help that the model had fake tits as well.
right.
Because I noticed, I'm like, so
I don't know how
yeah.
they pair them off.
I was
don't know.
looking at them, like, yeah, the fake titties and all
I
that
think
just
they
didn't
pick
help.
them. They
Yeah.
pick them to
And the hair on the
designer.
side,
Yeah.
the long hair, with the ruddy extension type look.
Well, did anyone give this more than 1 star?
No.
Ah, all right. Next, we've got
Next!
we've got my least favorite look
My
of
favorite?
Venra.
This one's my favorite.
This is my least favorite.
Oh.
what you're talking about.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Did you not rate this one?
Fabio's.
I didn't rate. Wait, yeah, I did. I guess I got him confused. Yeah, this was not my least favorite. I thought it was very elegant, but I
Yeah.
could tell that it was hand sewed, and that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Because of the way I could tell it was hand sewed, not like it was just took a million hours. The colors are okay, but as you said at the table, it's got like this maternity feel to it.
It does, but it does have the maternity feel, but it definitely feels the most modern. As Isaac Mizrahi said, we'll probably see this in 2 years' time. So as a person that I live for the red carpet, no, that's what I do when that's literally why I feel like I'm here. I'm like, I appreciate that it was like, this is what we can expect to see in the future. In saying that, I actually would have preferred if it was in like a champagne color.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, you see what I'm thinking?
That's
Yep,
my
yep.
favorite. I
That'd be
love
really
champagne
Yeah, if it was in
dresses.
champagne, I think I would like, and I think it just needs to be a little bit tight around the waist because it did have a bit of maternity
Yes.
vibe there. But I actually really liked it because it was innovative design competition and in champagne.
Yep.
I actually thought it was actually my favorite
Yeah.
because of the design and how
I had a
innovative it
problem
was.
with the pleats in the front. I just didn't think he did a great job being that pleating was what he chose. I could tell it looked like it was done by hand by not like a couturier, but
But you know what I like when she looked at you and went, ooh. It gave you like, oh, what do I think of this? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like like whereas that, at Stanley's, we all agree that we do like it and it looks good, but it didn't give you that,
No, this
Oh,
gave you different elements as she was walking down.
Hello.
And then I think it was more like a cape, right?
Yeah,
Towards
yeah.
the back. Yeah. So the pleating was also in the cape and in the front. But I feel like the neckline could have probably been a little bit lower. It was like a little too up here.
they were making it sound like it was super innovative. I'm just kind of like,
It's unexpected though.
yeah.
If you think
yes,
red carpet,
unexpected, yeah.
everybody else is like dated, seen it before a million times. This I haven't seen. Yes, it is.
Would you wear this
I
on
would
a
wear
red
this.
carpet?
I would.
Yeah.
But
I'd wear it.
I'm weird.
unless you were pregnant?
Not at my age, no.
No.
I would, but I'm weird. This
Yeah.
is like my style. It's like that modern,
Yeah.
but still not,
What did you
overly-
rate
It's not
this?
overly sexy is what I like because
Yeah.
you can see the leg, the slit goes really high and the
Mhm.
drop neck in the back. And then like he actually lined it so that you see the lighter blue underneath.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
That makes it expensive to me.
Yes.
I gave it a 4.
I gave it a 4 as well. I'm
I-
really so aligned.
I could see it a little bit tighter in the
Tighter
waist.
there, yeah.
But that's about it. Like otherwise,
I see Kelly
it's perfect.
Clarkson pregnant in this dress. That's about it.
No,
No, I see Kelly Clarkson
Maybe
now
if it was in
wearing
a
it.
different color.
I
could
like
make
the
it
lighter
different.
champagne.
Yeah, champagne, but around the waist. But I even thought Mother of the Bride, and for even an older actress who doesn't want to show her arms,
Yes.
a beautiful way of still looking
Chrissy
sexy.
Metz.
Yeah.
This is something she could wear.
I've been looking so hard for a dress Chrissy Metz can wear.
But also Mama Otter on our
Yeah,
live
yeah.
chat says, I liked Fabio's because anyone could wear it.
Anyone could wear it.
Yeah.
Rosie O'Donnell could wear it. Imagine
Any
black Rosie
size
O'Donnell.
could wear it. It might not look the most age appropriate for someone super young to be wearing it, but it would not unflatter
Imagine in black
somebody.
Rosie O'Donnell wearing it. She would look
I
stunning.
don't
She
want.
would-
I don't want to.
Oh, she would look stunning. She
would
would
look
look
nice,
stunning.
yeah.
If it was in black and Rosie O'Donnell was wearing, she would look very, very beautiful. So yes,
Anybody can wear it.
I think, and that's what I like about fashion designing for any woman.
Universal.
Universal. I like it. I love
This
it.
was just middle of the road for me.
I
But
just-
it
I
was
just
on the
think, like,
higher
for-
scoring on my list, but
I imagine like wearing this and the feeling that I would have. It would make me feel
goddessy
cool.
kind of.
Yeah.
Cool.
Regal?
And and elegant, but still like that cool girl, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if you put me in a
Yeah.
fishtail gown, I'm gonna feel so awkward. You know what I mean? Like this
In a
just feels
fishtail.
good. Everything about it feels
Do you know what else I
good.
feel like it almost needs is not that you can. I wouldn't want to see them, but pockets.
Oh.
How cool,
love pockets.
Pockets, like how cool would that be?
Yeah.
With pockets. Yeah.
I'm surprised it doesn't
yeah.
have pockets, probably
Yeah.
because they only had one day.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
pockets. Yeah.
Well, I think this might be the last photo we had. There is Kin's dress.
Yeah.
You got a picture
Yeah,
of it.
it
Oh
did.
yeah, there
Yes.
we are. Here's our last dress for the night. This was my least favorite. I would have sent Kin home. I'm sick of Kin's attitude.
I would've
like
sent him home,
regardless of all this. But the last 2 weeks, he's just been phoning it in. It's like he's giving up.
He knew
kind
it
of.
too.
This is just heavy, and it's like holding that poor little skinny model down, and it's the stitching's all rumpled on the sides. And I was just sick of seeing these like pink, orange, red dresses. Like,
You know,
This brocade looks so old.
That's what it is.
Ugh.
but do you know what
And
it
the
is?
big
I
old thing on the
appreciated that
side.
he acknowledged it because remember last week they were like, "We're the best. We did so great. Oh my
Yeah.
god, you guys are so amazing." Like there was, he
Yeah.
owned it that he didn't love it,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
I don't want to go back to Joshua because he got eliminated and did a crap job. But I like what Zach Posen said. It's not how hard you worked; it's what it looks like. At the end of the
Right.
day, who cares how hard you work? What does it look like at the end
It
of the day?
literally looks like a curtain
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
that
Yeah.
got smushed on her.
Yeah.
And honestly, in a different fabric, it might have been way more successful.
that's a big
I don't
problem I
hate-
think the designers had. They
Yeah.
weren't using the fabrics right.
I don't know why you would ever choose this
And
fabric.
they're the best fabrics in the world.
Yeah, I know. They're the most expensive, best fabrics in the world.
Yeah.
They're like Zach Posen's leftovers from like 15 years ago.
I know. I
Totally.
know,
Yeah, he's
I
not gonna give
know.
away his good stuff.
He's like,
No.
this is the
Kidding
premium
me?
stuff, God.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
no, he's
Well,
like,
what
this
is-
is what I have left, so enjoy.
What are our fans in the chat saying?
Olga says instead
love
of
Olga.
tacking, we love you, Olga.
love Olga.
Yes. Instead of tacking a chunk of material to the side, he could have sculpted the skirt itself.
Actually, I want to find out where Olga lives because I'd love to have Olga in one
Well,
day.
being that
She's
is a
over in LA,
sculpting,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
that was
should. Olga.
sculpting. You would think he would have paid a little more attention to
the
making the
actual
actual
sculpting.
shape look good
Yeah.
instead
Yeah.
of pulling the other half of the dress down. But yeah, Olga, you ever make it out to SoCal? Would love to have you.
Yeah.
I might even if you're not even call her in one night to get her opinion.
Yeah.
That would be a
because
good one.
I really value her opinion. I feel
Yeah.
like she's a part of the team. Yeah.
She's
Wow,
she's one of us.
see.
Yeah. I always want to know
Yeah.
what Olga thinks.
You
Yeah.
can sit with us. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Well, as we said, Anthony won tonight, and Joshua got sent home, and that brings us to our little bit of news we have this week. Joshua went on an Instagram rant, basically tearing apart all the judges.
Not cool.
Yeah.
You want to give us a little read through?
Yeah, well, it's all thanks to one of our comments on, I think
Mhm.
it was like 2 weeks ago. One of our viewers commented, like, you guys might want to check out
Yeah.
Joshua's Instagram page. So he's been actually going on a rant for a few days.
It's not cool. Yeah.
He knew his
And-
episode was coming up.
Yeah, like the earliest one I can find was from February 22nd.
He's accusing the judges of doing drugs, and that
I mean,
he's seen them do drugs.
Oh, that's just
And-
not
I
appropriate.
I don't think he's,
I don't think.
What else was
Like,
he
it's
saying?
just I don't think he says like I've seen so and so do drugs. I think he just assumes that they're crazy and they don't know what they're talking about, and that Project Runway is just so overrated. And he on a post he says Project Runway should be about fashion, and the brand has lost sight of that, sweetie. It's time to wrap it up, kids. Isaac Mizrahi, ugly is a definition of you. Isn't there a staircase you should be hiding under? So it's mostly him just attacking the judges in a very personally in an angry manner.
He called Georgina a
Ew.
chicken.
He called her, yeah. Oh, okay, so he said a creepy predator, which I don't know who he's talking about. Probably Isaac.
Probably Harvey.
A flawless supermodel, an award-winning actor, a half-plucked chicken, and that's where he was talking about Georgina.
Who's the award-winning supermodel?
Oh, I think
It's not Alyssa Milano.
Yeah. Oh, and then he says, and a pregnant woman, also not with a child, walk into a bar. So that was him talking about Alyssa Milano.
Not cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. I
Yeah.
guess he's not wanting to be on All Stars again.
Yeah, he's like, and if you're bored or if you're tired, take a nap at 9 p.m. Hashtag me too.
Oh.
So, I mean, he's
no.
been pretty harsh, and I guess it's mostly in the comment section that he's replying to fans, and he's just
Yeah,
like,
you said
this
that
is what I
he's replying
think.
back to pretty much everything.
No.
Yeah. So,
And these are like, and that's where like you have. It doesn't matter who you are. And where you're from, you still have to respect Isaac Mizrahi's career, Zach Posen's career,
Absolutely.
and Georgina
Totally.
Chapman's career. I mean, we don't have to
Absolutely.
respect Charmed as far as fashion's concerned. Lovely person, but that
No,
is
Isaac
someone
Mizrahi's-
that's- yeah.
You can't. I mean, you can like him or not, but he's very, very successful.
There's got to be a. There's
They
got to be a
all
level of
are.
respect.
A
yeah.
definite line where you have the right to disagree with them, obviously, but you still have to respect people just as having
And you're not
human
going to get
dignity.
invited on projects when people know that's how you react when things don't go your way.
Right,
Yeah.
that's the thing. He's just being a sore loser about it.
Ew, he's gross.
You know?
Hungry Tiger wants to fame now afterwards. And I was such a fan last
You
week.
went from your fan favorite to your
just because
least
he was hot,
favorite.
and then I really looked at him, but you're not hot when you say
You don't like when people talk about Georgina. I
But
know
that
it.
really says
Okay.
more about him than
Loyalty.
anything,
Yeah.
yeah.
like no class.
Well, if
So-
you guys want to follow the drama, I'm sure it will be going on all through the rest of the week.
Yeah.
What's his Instagram handle?
It's Joshua McKinley.
Ooh, now you're giving
There
him
you
like
go.
Hungry Tiger, like the fame
Yeah,
he
we're
wants.
giving
Yeah.
him PR. We don't know. Yeah.
What about predictions? Do we have
yeah,
predictions?
we're doing that right now. We're gonna see who you guys want. So, can we get a little prediction music?
And now, your AfterBuzz TV
predictions.
Let's start down with the ladies. Mayte, who do you think is going home next, and who do you think will definitely be going to Fashion Week?
Okay.
Well, I don't think they do Fashion Week here. They just have their own little fashion
Yeah.
show. But
Yeah.
who do you think will be going to the finals, and who do you think is going home next week?
Okay, I think Ken is going home next week.
I do too.
Yeah.
You
And-
heard it from us here first.
Sorry, Ken, but I think it's you next week.
Yeah.
And I definitely want to see Helen, Edmund, and Anthony.
Ooh, you're a Helen.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to see a little bit more, I guess.
Helen's got too much sass for me.
That's
And not
fine.
enough to back it up, I feel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Next.
So
Next, yeah, look at the show. Next, yeah.
I think Edmund and Ken are out. They're done. And the finale, I think Stanley, Anthony, and Fabio.
Oh, I forgot about Fabio.
He was in the finals for his season, and his collection was like
Really cool.
amazing. So I'm rooting for him to keep
I'm
it
back
together.
on the fence
like
about
that.
him. Just kind of like I don't really have like a strong feeling towards him.
He's
What about
like our
you?
brand.
I actually, well, it's funny. Me and Michelle, we have Stanley, Fabio, and Anthony. I think Stanley will win it. I
Yeah,
think
maybe.
he's got the most consistency, and I think we'll see Ken go next week. Or if we can last one more week, I think Helen will be the one that goes next week. But,
People are getting sick of her shit.
yeah,
She
but
started some
Ken deserves to go. But if
stuff
she,
today.
yeah, I just
Yeah.
feel like you can't compare her to a Stanley. So
Well, like I said, I think Ken will probably be going home. I'm surprised he hasn't gone home yet. He's been just like sliding by. And I guess I'd want to see Stanley's the most. I feel like it might be really boring, but out of everyone, I
no,
feel
because
like.
then you got the time. For the
I
life.
know,
Yeah, no,
I
I'm
know.
Stanley, and I want you to be my mentor, Stanley, and Georgina Chapman. I'm very loyal. Can I work for you?
Well,
one
if he
day?
does something.
Zach Posen.
Zach Posen.
Yeah.
Oh, Zach Posen's amazing.
If Stanley does some fun stuff like that, like fish dress he made, like
Oh, that
if
was
he makes some kind of
amazing,
fun
the
stuff like
goldfish
that,
dress.
I'd be into seeing it if he
Yeah.
can like make it a little more fun, a little less Jackie
He's got to challenge himself, like
Yeah.
to get out of the design box that he's in, to make something more creative.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
he's
yeah.
definitely capable. He just has to go there.
Well, that's gonna be ending our show tonight, you guys. So, Mayte, tell everybody where they can find you on the interwebs.
On the interwebs, you can find me everywhere at Mayte Carrillo _.
You guys can find me on Instagram at Uberreste, and my website is michelleUberreste.com.
And you can find me on the Instagram at Dan Babic. That's DanBabic, bitches.
And as always, I'm Michael Shirley, and you guys can find me at Michael X Shirley on Twitter and Instagram. And you can check me out on Marvel TV Weekly on Mondays. Super exciting. I love superheroes and superhero fashion. So come join us. We'd love to have you. And until next week, everybody be safe, and we'll see you then.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.